Hello folks, it's time for some more big discounts on brand new cars. I've found all these on Auto Trader. It takes a long time, but if you sift through enough of them, they are there to be found. We've got petrols, diesels, hybrids, EVs, you name it, they're in this video. Thanks to Readly for sponsoring today's video. Right, let's get started. We've got the Seat Arona, 16 grand for Seat Arona, 4.5 knocked off that. Good little cheapie to get started. It's like sort of base trim, manual gearbox, 1 litre TSI, but it's not too bad a car. And I think it's a lot of car for 16 grand for a brand new one in any case. MG4 SE long range, 20 grand. That's down from 30,290. There's been a lot of money off these for quite a while. But at 20 grand, that's an EV that's well worth thinking about. Rear wheel drive in this one. Decent range as well, you know, 281 miles is claimed. You won't get that in the winter, and the thermal management's not amazing. 7.7 seconds, 0 to 60 on that, 200 brake horsepower, and it's a decent sized car. The Jeep Avenger 1.2 Altitude, £21,000, down from 28,279. So you can get one of those with 7 grand knocked off it. It is that 1.2, you know. We all probably know about those now, so I won't keep banging that drum. Running costs on it, insurance group 23, 195 quid a year to tax, and 48.7 mpg. The Peugeot E208 is a fun little car. This one's the GT, 22,745, down from 33 grand. Some of the pricing on Stellantis cars is mental. But yeah, 22,745 sounds a lot better than 33, doesn't it? In stock at retailer, 219 miles of range in that one. Price includes the government EV grant. 0 to 62 in 8.1 seconds, 136 brake horsepower and 260 newton meters of torque. The Amoda 5s, the 1.6 TGDI Noble with the dual clutch automatic gearbox, 23 grand down from 27.7. So it's got 4.5 grand knocked off it, just over 4.5 grand knocked off it. This is the 186 PS variant. It is pre-reg and it's got delivery mileage on it. So that's something to bear in mind. But you've got the remainder of a 7-year warranty and 7 years breakdown cover. That's RAC cover you get on a Moda. And I think their servicing packages are pretty cheap as well. 7.9 second 0 to 62 time, 183 brake horsepower, 31 mpg. That's the thing with that 1.6 that's in the Chery Amoda JQ stuff. The mpg is not great at all, but actually it's a nice enough car to drive. It works well with the gearbox. The tech inside's all decent, and the quality fit and finish is way beyond what you would expect for a car at this price point. Quite an impressive thing, as unpopular as that is with some of you watching.
You might have just been looking at that deal and think, well, that looks great, but I wonder if they're reliable in the real world. Well, using the Readly app, which gives you access to over 8,000 magazines and newspapers from all over the world, you can find out this month because the November edition of What Car magazine is upon us. You can also see all the back editions of What Car magazine. So there's an absolute library available on your iPad, your phone, or your desktop computer. So I'm going to go into this one. It's What Car, Britain's most and least reliable cars, based on exclusive owner data, as they say here, including 4 that never let owners down. Now, I can flick through this as I would with any other normal magazine, but one of the things that I really like about it is you can also zoom in. You can save your progress in the magazine, so you might be reading an article and want to go back to it at a later date. You can favourite magazines, so they all appear in one easy, convenient place for you. And it will even suggest articles for you that it thinks you're going to like. Maybe you're into gadgets, so you can get the latest edition of Stuff magazine. That's how long it takes to load. Everything's there. And you can download this so you can read it on a flight or something, which will be really handy for me in the next few weeks. And everything's there. It's just so convenient. I'm not carrying around lots of paper. It's environmentally friendly, massively convenient, as I said. Now, the best thing about Readly at the moment is that you can get 2 months completely free with no strings attached. That's right, a 2-month free trial. You can cancel at any time with absolutely no strings attached. There's a QR code on the screen that will take you there, and also a link in the video description. A massive thanks to Readly for making today's video possible.
Audi Q2 1 litre TFSI 30 Sport manual petrol, 23 grand down from 29.5. You're saving 6 grand on that. 0-62 in 10.5, 114 brake horsepower and 47.9 mpg. We have got some spicier stuff coming up. We've got the MG S5. This again is the trophy long range in MG. That's sort of top of the tree as far as trim level goes, and you're saving over 10 grand on the RRP on this one. RRP on that car is 33,745. Get it for 23.5. Up to 288 miles of range. It's got 50 miles on it, so I'm guessing this one's going to be a pre-reg as well. You know, some of these will be pre-regs, but if you're saving 10 grand on the new price, are you that bothered? I reviewed one of those recently, and I thought it was good. Peugeot 308 SW station wagon, or estate to us Brits, 1.2 hybrid Allure with the EDSC automatic in that one. £34,194 down to 24 grand. This one will continue to depreciate because the 308 has always depreciated at a bit of a rate of knots. Not as bad as the plug-in hybrid one will, I'm sure. 62.6 mpg is claimed on that, which, if that's true, that's not too bad. And only insurance group 19. And it has got a lot of boot space. So probably not everyone's dream estate car, but I don't know. It looks not bad value at 24 grand. And nor does this 1.5 diesel max edition with the automatic gearbox, the Citroen C5 Aircross, 24.5 grand. That's got nearly 10 knocked off it, which is mightily impressive. I've said it before in these videos, so excuse me for repeating myself, but you've got 3 proper seats across the back, 2 of which you've got ISOFIX points on. But it means you can get 2 child seats in there and an adult, or get 3 child seats in, albeit you won't have an ISOFIX on one of them. The Seat Leon 1.5 TSI FR Black Edition, £24,999. RRP is 33.5 grand on that. Basically a Golf with a different lid on it. Cash offer September 1 left. Well, it's October now, so not sure how that works. Maybe it's still left. 8.7 second 0-62, 48.7 mpg, 148 brake horsepower on that one. And what was the insurance group? 20, so that's not going to be too bad at all. The Renault Symbioz 1.8 E-Tech Techno Automatic, 3,800 quid off one of those. We've seen some really good lease deals on these recently as well. And I think with a lot of these cars, you're still going to be better off leasing it for maybe the first 2 or 3 years of its life than you would be perhaps doing some other kind of finance and then sort of handing it back or selling it at the end of that time. So make sure you do check out the leasing prices on these cars as well, and do that on leasing.com, I suggest. Jeep Compass 1.5 T4 e-hybrid. It's a mild hybrid Summit with the automatic gearbox. £38,000 down to 26,795. 11.5 grand saving on that one. I've had one of these as a hire car and I got on really well with it. I thought it was very decent, if, you know, nothing spectacular, but a really decent car that was easy to live with. 10 second 0-62 time, 50 mpg, 128 brake horsepower on that one, and insurance group 26. Alfa Romeo Tonale 1.5 mild hybrid Veloce with the dual clutch transmission, the automatic gearbox. It's a great looking car, the Tonale. I think it looks a lot better than a lot of the cars in its class, and there are a lot of cars in that class, which is worth bearing in mind. 31,795 quid down from 44 grand. You're saving 12 grand on the RRP on this one. New model, immediate delivery, they're saying. 0-62 in 8.8, 158 brake horsepower and 49.6 mpg. Insurance group on that one is 29. Folks, just a very quick reminder to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Thanks. Right, Nissan X-Trail 1.5 hybrid e-power and connector automatic, £32,000 down from £41,000. Sat-nav, rear camera, parking sensors, 8 second 0-62 time, 201 brake horsepower and nearly 50 mpg on that. Insurance group 25, which for a big car like the X-Trail is not to be sniffed at, I would suggest. The MG IM5, this is very new to market and they're going directly after Tesla with this. They're not even particularly trying to hide it that well. 32,399 quid, down from an RRP of 39.5 grand. However, to get a price this low, you need to be a blue light member, basically. Public sector employees, NHS, emergency services, local government, government employees, etc. That is a blue light deal only. I'm just showing this because lots of you watching the video probably are blue light public sector employees and you might qualify for it. 6.8 second 0 to 62 time, 291 horsepower, 450 newton meters of torque and 304 miles of range in that one. The BYD Seal is another direct Tesla rival. 33 grand, down from nearly 47. And they say here, pre-registered rare colour. I'm guessing this has got the money off because of this rare colour, because there's only going to be a few buyers that look at that colour and think, that's the colour I want my car. You know, it's not one for me. But we're all different, aren't we? 5.9 second 0 to 62 time, 308 brake horsepower, 359 newton meters of torque, 354 miles of range. They're saying it's got 100 miles on the clock, so it's kind of delivery mileage on it, I guess. Automatic headlights, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, front parking radar, rear climate control and ignition, and rear climate control, 360-degree camera system. Well spec'd, lovely car to drive, the Seal. And 33 grand is a lot better than 47. Now, because we're over a 40 grand RRP, don't forget the luxury vehicle tax will still apply. So that means you're going to be spending an extra, whatever it is, 450 quid a year, something like that, between years 2 and 6 of the car's life. And that is, of course, on top of your £195 a year road tax, vehicle excise duty, road fund licence, whatever you want to call that today. Cupra Terramar 1.5 ETSI V2 DSG automatic at £33,000, down from 43 and a bit. So again, you can have that luxury vehicle tax. I mean, if the government really wants manufacturers to start shifting cars, having a look at that is well overdue, isn't it? I mean, how a luxury car now is 40 grand, I don't know. It's crazy. I love the new Cupra stuff. The Terramar looks great. I just think it looks a bit more interesting than the Tiguan, which is essentially the same car underneath. I think the Cupra stuff just looks a little bit more exciting to my eyes. 42,350 down to 32,950. Insurance group's only 22 on it, 195 quid a year tax, 47 mpg. And then we're looking at 9.3 second 0 to 62 time, 148 horsepower, 47 mpg, I think I've already said. And the boot space on that one, 540 litres, which is pretty good. Skoda Karoq 1.5 TSI ACD Sportline Edition DSG Automatic, 33.5 grand, down from 40,655. That's annoying because by 655 quid, you're going to get hit with that luxury car tax. Immediate delivery on this one. It's got the same engine as that Cupra, so the numbers are sort of largely similar. Audi Q4 e-tron. This one's got a lot of money off it, nearly 14 grand. 49,365 down to 35.5. It's got 81 miles on it, which would suggest this is a pre-reg, or it could just be delivery miles. 221 miles of range though, so this is the smaller battery version of the car, so that's something to be aware of. 9 second 0 to 62 time, 168 brake horsepower, 310 newton meters of torque. Still good deals around on the Honda CR-V. This is the Elegance with the ECVT. It's got four-wheel drive. 48,395 down to 38 grand. It's got nearly 10.5 grand knocked off. It's in stock. 9.4 seconds, 62, 181 brake horsepower and 188 newton meters of torque. 42.8 mpg. And insurance group 34. That gets you a brand new Honda CR-V. Cupra Formentor, this is a spicy one, 39,490 quid. It's got nearly 10 grand knocked off it. Let's just have a look at the numbers on this. 4.8 seconds, 0 to 62, 32 mpg, 328 brake horsepower. It's got the all-wheel drive system in it as well. The 4-drive's got the automatic gearbox. Formentor's a lovely car to drive, particularly the spicy one. It's excellent. The DSG works really well with that engine. I just think they're striking looking cars as well. 39.5 grand down from 49. Cupra Tavascan, this one's the electric, 40 grand down from nearly 54. 339 miles of range, 6.8 seconds 0 to 62 and 282 brake horsepower. It says here the saving is illustrated for cash purchasers only. Of course, that doesn't mean you can't get any finance. You just would arrange that somewhere else and turn up with a fistful of readies, as it were. But 40 grand for that, again, it just looks more interesting than the equivalents in the group, I think. I've just got a lot of time for current Cupra design. They are making some really good looking cars. Genesis GV60, 40 grand down from 57.5, £17,666 knocked off this one. In stock, 321 miles of range, 0 to 62 in 7.8, 226 brake horsepower. And then insurance will be an issue for some on this. 41 is the insurance group. So you definitely would need to get a quote before you did anything on this one. There is a new version of this about to hit the market. So I'm guessing this is just a pre-reg of sort of existing stock. But it's a great saving, isn't it? And I think the facelift on this is extremely mild, like super mild facelift. So that could be an absolute bargain to the right buyer. BMW 3 Series, it's the 330e, which is the plug-in hybrid, 42,940 quid, down from 51,185. It's got the M Sport Pro Pack, 62 miles of all-electric range on it, and it's a great-looking thing. I mean, look at that. It's just classic BMW. It looks the mustard. It's going to drive great. The iDrive system's very good. You've got the big digital display. There's a hell of a lot to like about this car. And let's have a look at the numbers on it. Insurance group's 34, 5.9 seconds 0 to 62, 288 brake horsepower. BMW X1, this is the 1.5 M Sport with the automatic gearbox. This one's also a plug-in hybrid. 55 down to 46,700. Immediate delivery on that one, 50 miles of range on this. 6.8 second 0 to 62, 242 brake horsepower. Audi A7 2-litre TFSI 45 Black Edition Sportback S-Tronic. Then he said Sportronic Quattro. Throw a few more words on there, Audi, if you like. 52,757 quid. That's a saving of 14,423 over the RRP, which is over 67 grand. Price as per PCP agreement. Don't forget, with a PCP, you've generally got 14 days to get out of it. That means you could settle it with cash, you could settle it with alternative finance. It doesn't mean you're tied into that forever necessarily. So give that some thought and do some reading up on that. 0 to 62 in 6.2 seconds, 261 brake horsepower, 370 newton meters of torque, and 35 mpg from that big beast. The BMW i4 is another big beast. It's the M50 Grand Coupe, 58,349 quid, a saving of 18 grand over its RRP. 316 miles of range, 0 to 62 in 3.9 seconds, and 537 brake horsepower. Yes, please. Audi Q7 is the big V6 diesel. It's the Black Edition Tiptronic Quattro. 79 grand down to 62. Wow. B&O sound system, rear camera, 7.1 seconds, 0 to 62, 228 brake horsepower, and 500 newton meters of torque. 35 mpg is claimed on that one. It is, however, insurance group 45. BMW M2 is the bi-turbo Steptronic. You can get 8 grand off one of those at the moment. I've bleated on about those enough in the past, so I'm going to move swiftly on. The Audi Q6 e-tron. It's the Edition 1 Quattro, 65 grand down from 81,760. You're saving nearly 17 grand on that RRP. 0 to 62 in 5.9, 385 brake horsepower. Boot space on that one is 526 litres. And insurance group is top of the shop. It's a 50, I'm afraid. BMW 8 Series Grand Coupe, it's the 840i M Sport Steptronic. Lovely thing in just about every way. 89 grand down to 66. There's always a boatload of money off these. Like every month I'm finding these with 20 grand knocked off them. 66,150. That's a saving of nearly 23 grand. It's got the visibility pack and the M Sport Pro Pack. 5.4 second 0 to 62 time, 328 brake horsepower, 500 newton meters of torque, and 33 mpg on that one. Audi Q8 3-litre TFSI V6 55 Black Edition Tiptronic Quattro. It is the petrol. 68 grand down from 87.5. You're saving £19,500 on that car. Obviously, it's insurance group 50, 5.6 second 0 to 62, 335 brake horsepower, 500 newton meters of torque, and 26 mpg. BMW X5 3-litre diesel mild hybrid M Sport Steptronic, 72 grand as opposed to 84.5. So you're saving 12.5 grand on a new X5. And then we've got the Porsche Taycan. This is the Cross Turismo Performance 4S Sport Turismo. Nearly 91 grand instead of nearly 110 grand. So you're saving £18,700 on that car. Q4 offer only, they're saying here. 332 miles of range, 3.7 second 0 to 62 time, 537 brake horsepower, and 696 newton meters of torque. Folks, thank you very much for watching this one. Please go and check out the sponsors, Readly. The link's in the video description. And don't forget, that's 2 months completely risk-free access to Readly and those 8,000 plus magazines and newspapers. You can cancel at any time, no strings attached. If you are considering spending some serious money on a new car or a nearly new car, certainly think about getting yourself some gap insurance from ALA as well. And don't forget that code JIM10 will save you a few quid. Thanks very much for watching this one, folks. Please subscribe to the channel. Please come back for more, and I'll see you then. Huge thanks to all my channel members for your continued support. I really do appreciate it.